In this workflow video, I will demonstrate how I turn this Blender render into this result. But just using some very nice AI tools, you can do this yourself. I will explain how I've done it. So here we go. Hi, Rob here with a new workflow video on how I upgraded some of my scenes with AI and extracted some videos out of it. It's a very interesting video and I hope you're gonna like it. What I like to do is showing one of my projects that I created some years ago, was for a course on how to create 3D scenes in Blender. So yeah, it's on my ArtStation. You can see some of the scenes I've created, the rune scene, some close-up of a farmhouse, and like you get idea. But know if you're familiar with Blender or not, if you're straight from image generations or like you're a Blender veteran, I don't know. But I spent a lot of time in the scenes. Looking at them right now, they look a little bit outdated because I've seen so many cool things in the recent months that, yeah, things changed. But I thought, can I upgrade these scenes and how does it work? And I'd like to show you that. So this is the farmhouse scene and I changed it. I'd like to show you. So I have some folders with the original images. So here we have it. This is the farmhouse scene. So what we have are real scanned trees with some twigs on it, real scanned rocks. I mean, this was a massive project to make back then. So I was wondering how I could upgrade it. So I also like to show you some of the movie clips, some old trailer. So here we have it, and it looks like this HD. So it wasn't 4K, and I have to make the screen a little bit bigger so you can see it. So if I play, you can see the river flowing, and we zoom a little bit like a dolly zoom close to the farmhouse. And let's play it again. You can see the twigs are moving, but I mean, it's not really realistic, but it was the best I could deliver back then. And I was very happy with this scene. So everything in the scene was created myself. And that was like a lot of work. Seeing how easy it is to generate nice looking images nowadays feels like work that could be improved. Anyway, so I've got some more images, reference images. Just scroll through all of them. This is a castle scene. I went to a location. I scanned this castle and the rune here on the top. Added the grass, all the rocks, and the path and the trees. And looking at this image right now, I mean, you can really see it's a 3D render. Like the grass is a little bit off, and the trees. But I mean, it was okay work, and especially for a course creating this scene, it was really nice. I worked with geometry nodes, like putting everything there and scattering them around. That was really fun to do. So I had some other one, and then you just go to the creation process. Some grass scene, how I created this grass floor with some dandelion flowers and some clover, and this rune scene with a little bit of water in front. I mean, you get the picture. So that was back in 2022. So as I already mentioned in the previous video, I worked on a course upgrade, and then halfway the creation process, I simply dropped it because I saw the improvement in AI video and I thought I want to do things different. And I'm still very happy I made that decision. So back to the old trailer, I can show you some other shots. Like this is a close-up from the farmhouse. You can see the water. It's not really realistic, but making this in 3D is like, it's pretty tough. I like the grass. It was pretty nice. You can see some grass particles waving. And I mean, I was happy. Another one. And then we jump to the next one. You can see the grave. But the animations are still like this wavy, unrealistic pattern. But yeah. Still really happy with the scan trees. All right, so we have a close-up over here. Like this is like, and there's still sound, and you can see the dandelion. I mean, not bad. So this is the castle scene. Just a zoom, and then we've got all of them. All right, so I want to show you how I upgraded these scenes with image upgrade. So the image upgrade has two parts. One of them is you simply optimize them with AI. So you give them the prompt like, okay, we have the scene. I like to improve the water. I don't want to change anything on like the main objects. So for example, I want to show you the farmhouse. Okay, it's totally different. I didn't want to change the farmhouse. I didn't want to change the trees, but what I did want to change was the water, because that felt really off in the scene. It was just breaking the illusion. So it was an it was a image upgrade, and it turned out like this. And then I used an image upscaler, what adds sharp detail and just removes these blurry things, and it just blew my mind. And the image ratio, the aspect is changed to 4:3. It was 16:9. It's very easy to fix, but you can see that if I compare this, and that's what we're going to do, I have to switch folders every time. That's not the best, but it's, if we compare them, it's day and night difference. So looking at the farmhouse, is there like a huge change that breaks it? Did it change very specific objects that I didn't want to change? So we have this main building window. Okay, it's there. We got the ivy, it's still there. The chimney on top. We got the door. We got the window, the other door, chimney on that. In fact, everything is the same. If we zoom really in, it's getting a little bit blurry. But that's fine, because as soon as you start animating it, you won't really see that. And the river is simply amazing. Looking at the trees, you can see that this is like the original one, and the upgraded one is nearly the same. And looking at the rocks, so we have some big rocks over here, and it's kind of changed them, but not in a way that I don't like it. So I approve this. So there's a downside. You get this image output, and you do not have a specific way to change the color values. You can do this in Photoshop, but you do not have an EXR. When you render this in Blender, you can change like everything. But if I have to change which kind of image is the best, why can I not simply change this size? So here we go. I definitely go for the AI image generation. No thoughts. That's simply it. Okay, I have some other ones as well. I got the image upgrade. I won't go into every single detail because I want to show you the videos as well, and that will, I think, surprise you. This was the rune scene. So this is the image upgrade. So the water, I have to compare these with each other. Otherwise, you're just looking at an image and you don't know. So again, on the left, it's the aspect ratio changed a little. The water is changed. It looks way more natural. We have this rock still there, changed a little bit. We have this small bush right here. It's here and it's still the same. So everything is still there, but it's optimized. Where is that one? So the grass, that's a killer. That's really good. And it's a close-up from the farmhouse, and everything is still the same. So I just rendered a different angle in this scene and optimized it. So the rocks are still in place. They didn't move. But the water, this is great. So let's go to the videos. Oh, just this one. This is like, the colors are way more in balance because this sunset was very white and it's now way more natural. So that's a great thing. So let's dive to the AI video. Let's start with the farmhouse. Here we go. Looking at the river. Wow, this is so good. If I had to make this in Blender, maybe with a simulation, maybe with Unreal has some very powerful, but it's not just the river. Look at the vegetation. It's blowing so natural in the wind. Just want to get rid of everything. Here, the blowing, the twigs. And even in the background, everything is just doing right. I'm very happy with this. Okay, get some more. A close-up. How's the close-up behave? And look at that. The water is simply just killing the scene. So it's pretty normal that the trees do not really animate. So I could improve the scene by adding a slightly camera movement and still working on that. That's not a big deal. It's simply I wanted to focus on how can I make an image generation and extract a video out of it. How does it look? And I will do this step by step. So I'm not there yet. The grass. How does the grass look? Okay, it's blowing very gentle. No artifacts. And look at the Daedalian. Wow. I mean, think about this. And I want to tell you something about the price. Making a render, like I go to the, Videos AI. I have to show you that, otherwise I just don't. And this is like a small zoom. You can see when I do a dolly zoom in, it's kind of hobbling. It's not perfect. I would like to do this different, but hey, it's a movie clip. There is room for improvement. The price. So currently I'm paying around $50, $60 a month for AI. That's image generation, image upscale, and video generation. Not unlimited. Yeah, at some parts it's unlimited video generation, but if I want to have like specific generation in video, like if I want to use Kling 3.0 or Seedance, I have limitations, but I also use video generators that has unlimited generations. I have some downsides, but they do pretty well. These were all generated by XAI, so that was unlimited for me because I have an X subscription. What's pretty nice, what I like to show you, I was talking about the price. So the old trailer, an argument I hear a lot is that, I mean, AI is so expensive, and yes, you have to pay for it. But rendering these animations, I will tell you how much I paid for every video. So for this simple zoom, I paid $200. And I have to say, I had one attempt that failed. Halfway I exited, so I had to pay, I think, around $300 just for this. That's crazy. So this was just one image frame. And you can do this for like most of all these videos. I mean, with rendering, sometimes you have clipping or things that behave weird and you want to do it again. It's very hard to preview because these scenes are very heavy. So in the viewport they're heavy. You do not. You can make a render, but having a movie preview, that's simply not available. So what I like to say, this hybrid way, using Blender, I can still do my work. Like I can think about a scene that I like to create, like this specific scene with architecture. Then I choose my angles. I rendered these scenes and I upgrade these with AI, and I could put things in it like characters. I tried that in my previous video. Wasn't the best, but it kind of worked. So hybrid combination between 3D software and AI is a good solution. So you have people who are fully using AI, so they start with an image generation, what is fine. So they simply get something and they can improve. Like if I say, I want to see a farmhouse with a river in the foreground surrounded by trees, they get something and they simply agree. That's what I have. This is a different approach. I choose what I create, what I like to see, and from that position, I choose angles, I render, I optimize these images, and then I start storytelling. So I'm very excited. I hope you kind of like this video, how this turned out. This is pretty much it. I don't have anything else to show you. So I talked about the costs, like for old rendering, 3D rendering, and for the use of AI. So it's not the end of the world. You got that? And I know Blender is like very safe. You got this like offline, you can do everything. But if you want to make this next step, like with storytelling, making this great scenes with movies, and I mean, you get the point, you have to find solutions. And this really works for me. So currently I'm working on a new storytelling video, working on this right now. So expect this next week. So it's a small story. Maybe I do a workflow video on it on the end, but I'm onto that. So yeah, this is my workflow video on video upgrades. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.